Okay, Monica, very good afternoon and welcome to the session. So, good afternoon, everyone, and I think I should be properly audible and visible to all of you. So, am I properly audible and visible, guys? Okay, so properly I should be audible and visible to everyone. And students, I will request every one of you to please share the session so that maximum students should get benefit of this. So now guys, we will be starting our session, and before I should start the session, I will request every one of you to please download the Exampur app, and it's a very useful app for your preparation and it requires only 6 simple steps to download. First of all, you have to go to Google Play Store. There you have to search Exampur. Once you will search Exampur guys, so their app will be displayed, Exampur Sarkari Naukri Prep. Once your app is being shown, you have to click on install. Once the installation will be complete and you are first time downloading this app, then it will be asked to register, and once you will click on the to register, a small form will be open before you. There you have to fill your credentials and just you have to click on let's register. Once you will register the app, then it will be easy for you to access all the free PDFs related to the subjects, related to the current affairs news. Other than this, free mock test, then the information about the YouTube session, paid courses and free app session. So everything will be accessible to you just on a click. So I will request every one of you to download the Exampur app, and link of the app it is given in the description of this video. So link will be given in the description of this video guys. Now let's start the today's session, and today we are going to discuss the medieval India marathon. So earlier we did ancient India. Today we are discussing modern medieval India, and tomorrow we have the modern India. So whole history will be completed in one go. Now guys, let's start the session, and here is the first question that is before you. Which Sultan of Delhi Sultanate is also known as Lakh Baksh? Which Sultan of Delhi Sultanate is also known as Lakh Baksh? Is it Iltutmish, Balban, Muhammad bin Tughlaq or Kutubuddin Aibak? So who is known as Lakh Baksh? So which Sultan of Delhi Sultanate is known as Lakh Baksh? This is the first question of the session. Which Sultan of Delhi Sultanate is known as Lakh Baksh? And your timer is running, and every question will be, for every question you will be given 20-second time. That is ideal for your question to answer. Okay, let's see the correct answer. Is it Iltutmish, Balban, Muhammad bin Tughlaq or Kutubuddin Aibak? Guys, Delhi Sultanate, if I talk about Delhi Sultanate, the overall time period is 1206 to 1526. And Lakh Baksh means giver of lakhs. He was also known as Quran Khwa. So other than this Lakh Baksh, he was also known as Quran Khwa. Because he used to recite Quran in sweet voice. And other than this, he was also known as Hatim. And the person who was known as Lakh Baksh, Quran Khwa, Hatim, that was none other than Kutubuddin Aibak, who was the founder of Mamluk dynasty. That ruled from 1206 to 1290. So he was the founder of Mamluk dynasty, who ruled from 1206 to 1290. So correct answer will be guys option D, that is Kutubuddin Aibak. And Balban, he propagated the theory of blood and iron. So he propagated the theory of blood and iron. Blood and iron guys, simply it means to act mercilessly against your enemy. So policy of blood and iron it means to act mercilessly against your enemies. To act mercilessly against your enemies. Therefore, guys, correct answer will be option D, that is Kutubuddin Aibak, who was known as Lakh Baksh. Other than this, he was known as Quran Khawa and his nickname was Hatim, and he was the founder of Mamluk dynasty and Mamluk of Muhammad Gori, and he was Mamluk of Muhammad Gori. Therefore, correct answer will be, guys, option A, D, that is Kutubuddin Aibak. Good afternoon, Suresh, and welcome to the session. Now, guys, let's move to the next question. Next question we have, who among the following established the Delhi as the capital of the Sultanate? So, who among the following established Delhi as the capital of the Sultanate? Who among the following established Delhi as the capital of the Sultanate? Okay, guys, so who among the following established Delhi as the capital of the Sultanate? Now, for this, the correct answer will be what? It will be option B, that is Iltutmish. Because during the time of Kutubuddin Aibak, the capital of Delhi Sultanate, it was Lahore. It was Lahore. So what happened ki Iltutmish shifted the capital from Lahore to Delhi. Shifted the capital from Lahore to Delhi, and till the time of, you can say, till the time of end of Delhi Sultanate, the capital was in Delhi. So correct answer will be, guys, option B, that is Shamsuddin Iltutmish, and the time period is 1211 to 1236. So correct answer will be, guys, option B, Iltutmish. He shifted the capital. Earlier it was Lahore, now he shifted the capital to Delhi. I hope it is clear to all of you, and the Delhi remained the capital of Delhi Sultanate from Mamluk dynasty, that is from Iltutmish, up to Ibrahim Lodi, because after Ibrahim Lodi, once Mughal dynasty came to power, the capital was shifted to Agra. So not 100% to the Ibrahim Lodi. Actually, the capital remained in Delhi till Iltutmish up to Sikandar Lodi. Because Sikandar Lodi, he shifted the capital from Delhi to Agra, because he was the founder of the city of Agra. So from Iltutmish up to Sikandar Lodi, the capital of Delhi Sultanate was in Delhi. Therefore, guys, correct answer will be Shamsuddin Iltutmish. He ruled from 1211 to 1236. 1211 to 1236 he ruled as the Sultan of Delhi Sultanate, and Iltutmish is known as slave of slave, because his master, that was Kutubuddin Aibak, he was also slave of Muhammad Gori. So he is also called slave of slave, that is called Gulam ka Gulam. So he was also called slave of slave or Gulam ka Gulam. So correct answer will be, guys, option B. Now let's come to the next question. Next question we have, ki who among the following was the first woman ruler of the medieval India? So who among the following was the first woman ruler of medieval India? Is it Razia, Chand Bibi, Durgavati, Noor Jahan? First woman ruler of the medieval India. First woman ruler of medieval India. First woman ruler of medieval India, guys, Razia, Chand Bibi, Durgavati or Noor Jahan? Guys, the first woman ruler of the medieval India, that was none other than Razia Sultan, and she ruled from very brief period 1236 to 1240 AD, and she was daughter of Iltutmish. She was daughter of Iltutmish, guys, and she was the one and only female Sultan of Delhi Sultanate. So her real name was Razia Begum, and when she became king, she called herself as Razia Sultan. So when she became king, she called herself as Razia Sultan. And Noor Jahan, she was wife of Jahangir, and she was a beauty with brain. And she was given the title of Padishahi Begum. She was given the title of Padishahi Begum. Therefore, guys, correct answer will be none other than Razia Sultan 1236 to 1240, and she was daughter of Shamsuddin Iltutmish. Therefore, correct answer will be option A, that is none other than Razia Sultan. I hope, guys, that should be clear to all of you. Then we will be moving to the next question. Is that clear to all of you, guys? And Noor Jahan, she was given the title of Padishahi Begum by Jahangir because the royal stamp of the Mughal was kept by her. So she used to keep the royal stamp of the Mughal. So on any order, if you will put that royal stamp, that will become an official order. So therefore, she was given the title of Padishahi Begum. And she was a beauty with brain, and her real name was Meher ul Nisa. Real name was Meher ul Nisa. That was the real name of Noor Jahan. Therefore, correct answer will be option A. Now, after consolidating his power, Balban assumed the title of. So when Balban became the king, which title he adopted? Is he adopted the title of Tutiye-Hind, Kaisar-e-Hind, Zille-Ilahi, Deen-e-Ilahi? So what was the title which was adopted by Balban when he became the Sultan of Delhi Sultanate? So when he became the Sultan of Delhi Sultanate, which title he assumed? Tutiye-Hind, Kaisar-e-Hind, Zille-Ilahi or Deen-e-Ilahi? Okay, guys, after consolidating the power, Balban adopted the title of Zille-Ilahi. So correct answer will be option C, Zille-Ilahi. Tutiye-Hind means parrot of India. And this was the title of Amir Khusro. So Tutiye-Hind was the title of Amir Khusro. And this title was given to him by whom? So that was title given to him to Amir Khusro by his mentor, that was Nizamuddin Aulia. Kaisar-e-Hind, it was the title given to Queen Victoria and M.K. Gandhi. So Queen Victoria and M.K. Gandhi, they were given the title of Kaisar-e-Hind. Zille-Ilahi means shadow of God. This was the title adopted by Balban. And Deen-e-Ilahi, that was religion started by Akbar. The religion that was started by Akbar, that was called Deen-e-Ilahi in 1582. Therefore, guys, correct answer will be option C, that is Zille-Ilahi. And Balban Other than Zille-Ilahi, he adopted one more title. Other than Zille-Ilahi, he adopted the title of Naib-e-Khudai. Naib-e-Khudai means deputy of God. So he adopted the title of Zille-Ilahi and then he adopted the title of Naib-e-Khudai. Naib-e-Khudai, it means the deputy of God. Therefore, correct answer will be, guys, option C, that is Zille-Ilahi. It simply means shadow of God, because Zill means shadow, Ilahi means God. Zill means shadow and Ilahi means God. So shadow of the God, that is called Zille-Ilahi. Therefore, correct answer will be option C. Now, come to the next question. Next question, we have the first Muslim invader in India. So, who was the first Muslim invader in India? Is it Qutbuddin Aibak, Mahmud Muhammad Ghaznavi, Muhammad bin Qasim, or Muhammad Ghori? So, who was the first Muslim invader in India? Okay, Monica, you are saying option B. Okay, option B. Guys, see. First of all, first Muslim invader who invaded India, that was Muhammad bin Qasim. Reason this was, guys, because India was first time invaded by Arab and then Turk. So Muhammad bin Qasim in 712 AD, he did successful attack to India. He did successful attack to India because in 712 AD, Battle of Rawar, he defeated Raja Dahar. Raja Dahar versus Muhammad bin Qasim, and in this Muhammad bin Qasim defeated and killed Raja Dahar. Muhammad bin Qasim defeated and killed Raja Dahar. Therefore, guys, correct answer will be option C. And Mahmud of Ghazni from 1000 to 1027 AD, he did 17 attacks to India. Qutbuddin Aibak 1206, Muhammad Ghori around 1178 when he defeated the king of Multan Karamati tribe. So correct answer will be Muhammad bin Qasim 712 AD. And he was commander of Hakim al-Hajjaz. Commander of Hakim al-Hajjaz. Of Arab. Therefore, correct answer will be, guys, option C. And Mahmud of Ghazni, he invaded 17 times in India. That in the period of 27 years, he attacked 17 times in India. Now, guys, come to the next question. Next question, it's a very easy question. Next question is a easy question. Ki how did Sultan Qutbuddin Aibak died? Just you can read the whole options properly, then you can give the correct answer. Okay, so how did Sultan Qutbuddin Aibak died? And if I talk about, guys, death of Sultan Qutbuddin Aibak. Sultan Qutbuddin Aibak, guys, he died in 1206. sorry, 1206 to 1210 he died. So that is the brief period of ruling. He died after falling from his horse while playing Chogan. Chogan, it is a horse polo type game. And he fell from the horse, and due to which he died in 1210, and he was buried in Anarkali Bazaar, that is in Lahore. So he was buried in Anarkali Bazaar, that is in Lahore. So this is how Kutubuddin Aibak died, and Kutubuddin Aibak was founder of Mamluk dynasty that ruled from 1206 to 1290. And he sustained injury while fortressing the Kalinjar. That is the reason of death of Sher Shah Suri. So C option is the reason of death of Sher Shah Suri. And he ruled from 1540 to 1545. So he ruled from 1540 1545. So he ruled from 1540 to 1545. So correct answer will be, guys, option C. Sorry, option D, and this is the death of the reason of Sher Shah Suri. Now, which Sultan of the Delhi Sultanate has followed the policy of blood and iron? So the next question we have, dear students, which Sultan followed the policy of blood and iron? Is it Balban, Iltutmish, Jalaluddin, Firoz Khilji, or Firoz Shah Tughlaq? Policy of blood and iron. Policy of blood and iron. Okay, guys, let's see the correct answer. Policy of blood and iron. First of all, try to understand what is the policy of blood and iron. Policy of blood and iron, simply in the first question I told you, it is to act mercilessly against your enemies. To act mercilessly against your enemies, and that was being started by Balban. So Balban started this policy, and Balban also ended Turkane Chehalgani. That was the group of 40 nobles. That was the group of 40 nobles. And they were given high administrative rank. And also, so good afternoon, Priyanka, and I am perfectly all right. And he also ended the group of 40 nobles, that is called Turkane Chehalgani, and started Diwane Ariz. Diwane Ariz, that was military department. He also started a new department called Diwane Ariz. Now, this Turkane Chehalgani was constituted by Iltutmish. Turkane Chehalgani. Ghani was constituted by Iltutmish. And Jalaluddin Firoz Khilji, he ruled from 1290 to 1296 and was killed by Alauddin Khilji. And Firoz Shah Tughlaq, he was also called he was the person who introduced water tax. That was called Hak-e-Sharb. That was tax on water, and it was 10% of production. So it was taken as 10% of the production. So the person who started the policy of blood and iron, that was guys Iltutmish. Sorry, that was Balban, and it simply means ki to act mercilessly against your enemies. And Balban used to act mercilessly against his enemies. Once he find his enemy, he became merciless. That means he used to give him such brutal punishment that you cannot even imagine. So he used to give them brutal punishment or inhuman type punishment that you cannot imagine in fact. So that was the policy of blood and iron. So I hope my dear students you all have understood what is the meaning of policy of blood and iron. Simply it means to act inhumanly, mercilessly against your enemies. Is that clear guys? Then please tell me, then we will be moving to the next question. Is that clear to all of you guys? Shall we move to the next question? Okay, now let's move to the next question guys. Next question, that is that's a repeated question. Let's see how many of you can still remember. Okay, after consolidating his power, Balban assumed the grand title of. So what was the title that was adopted by Balban when he became the Sultan? Okay, so that will be guys option C. Very good guys. So that was a simple question. Balban, he ruled from 1266 to 1287, and the tomb of Balban, it is in Delhi, Qutub Minar complex, and he adopted the title of Zille-Ilahi and Naib-e-Khudai. Zille-Ilahi and Naib-e-Khudai, and started celebrating Navroz festival. So he started celebrating Navroz festival, which is a Iranian New Year. So which is a Iranian New Year. So guys, correct answer will be option C, Zille-Ilahi. Other than this, he has one more title that was called Naib-e-Khudai. And since he considered himself from the royal dynasty of Afrasiab, who was an Iranian personality, so he started Iranian style in his court and started celebrating Navroz, which is a Iranian New Year. Therefore, correct answer will be option C, that is Zille-Ilahi, that means the shadow of God, and Balban ruled from 1266 to 1287 AD. So, correct answer will be guys option C. And this was a easy question, therefore everyone has given the correct answer. Now let's move to the next question. Ki Sultan who raised the land revenue to 50% of the produce. So which Sultan who raised the land revenue from 1/3 to half of the production? So earlier it was 1/3 and then it became half of the production. So is it Muhammad bin Tughlaq, Alauddin Khilji, Firuz Shah Tughlaq, or Balban? Okay, Chantharu, not option A. Guys, if I talk about the Sultan who raised the land revenue from half from 1/3 to half of the production. That was did by Alauddin Khilji. Muhammad bin Tughlaq in Doab region, he increased the land revenue from 1/3 to half of the production. But at that point of time, when he increased the tax, the Doab was drought hit. Therefore, he has to take back his decision. So earlier, which was half, now it was again became 1/3. So his tax officers, they were beaten by the farmers, and farmers just burnt their standing crops. Now the Sultan who raised the land revenue from 1/3 to half of the production on the regular basis, that was Alauddin Khilji, ruled from 1290 to 1316 AD. And Firoz Shah Tughlaq, he was a builder king, and he just collected jizya from Brahmins. So he collected jizya from Brahmins, and he was the first person to collect jizya from Brahmins. And correct answer will be option B. And Muhammad bin Tughlaq, he raised the tax in Doab region. That was the region of Ganga Yamuna. So increase the tax in the region of Ganga, Yamuna, Doab. Therefore, guys, the correct answer will be Alauddin Khilji, and Alauddin was the first Sultan of Delhi Sultanate to move South India. First Sultan of Delhi Sultanate to move South India. Therefore, guys, correct answer will be option B. So, correct answer will be option B. He was the first Sultan of Delhi Sultanate to move South India. And he called himself as the Sikandar-e Sani. That is the second Alexander. That is the second Alexander, Sikandar-e Sani. Now, which Sultan introduced a new department that was called Diwan-e-Kohi? So, department Diwan-e-Kohi was started by which ruler? So, department Diwan-e-Kohi, that was started by which ruler? Alauddin Khilji, Firoz Shah Tughlaq, Muhammad bin Tughlaq, or Sikandar Lodi. So, who started a new department in Delhi Sultanate that was called Diwan-e-Kohi? Okay, I have not started the timer, in fact. Okay, the timer is now started. Okay, guys, if I talk about Amir-e-Kohi, or it is called Amir means head. Amir means head. Actually, it will be Diwan-e-Kohi. And Koh means agriculture. So Diwan-e-Kohi, that was agriculture department. And that was started by Muhammad bin Tughlaq. So Muhammad bin Tughlaq started Diwan-e-Kohi. Alauddin Khilji started Diwan-e-Mustkharaz. That was the department of arrears. Then Firoz Shah Tughlaq, Diwan-e-Bandagan. That is department of slaves. And Sikandar Lodi, he was the founder of city of Agra. Founder of city of Agra, that was called Sikandar Lodi. And Sikandar Lodi pen name was Gul Rukhi. So he used to write poems by pen name of Gulrukhi. So he used to write poems in Persian language by pen name of Gulrukhi. So he used to write poems in Persian language by pen name of Gulrukhi. So correct answer will be guys option C, that is Muhammad bin Tughlaq. So he was the person who introduced Diwan-e-Kohi, or that is the Department of Agriculture. So correct answer will be option C. I hope guys that should be clear to all of you, and it was a easy question for you people. Now let's come to the next question. Next question is the Sultan of Delhi, who was very concerned about charity and alms, and established the department called Diwan-e-Khairat. So Diwan-e-Khairat, Khairat, it is a type of it means charity. So who established Diwan-e-Khairat department? Is it Iltutmish, Firoz Shah Tughlaq, Ghayasuddin Tughlaq, or Behlol Lodi? So who established a new department that was called Diwan-e-Khairat? Okay guys, if I talk about Diwan-e-Khairat, Khairat means the charities. Khairat means charity. And Diwan-e-Khairat, that was established by Firoz Shah Tughlaq. Firoz Shah Tughlaq. Now Iltutmish, he started two new coins. One, it is Tanka of silver and Jeetal of copper. Tanka of silver and Jeetal of copper. And one Tanka was equal to 48 Jeetal. Then Ghayasuddin Tughlaq, he was also called Ghazi Malik, and famous for the rivalry or enmity with Nizamuddin Aulia. And for him, Nizamuddin Aulia said, Hanuz Delhi Dur Ast. So Ghayasuddin Tughlaq, he was famous for the enmity with Nizamuddin Aulia, and for him Nizamuddin Aulia said Hanuz Delhi Dur Ast. And Behlol Lodi, he was the founder of Lodi dynasty, and started a new coin called Behloli. And started a new coin that is called Behloli. Therefore, guys, correct answer will be option B, that is Firoz Shah Tughlaq. Tanka, it is the name of a coin. Tanka, it is and Jeetal, it is a name of coin. And Behloli coin started a new coin called Behloli that was made by copper. So Tanka and Jeetal, Priyanka, that is a name of a coin. So Tanka and Jeetal, it is a name of a coin. And one Tanka was equal to 48 Jeetal. Tanka was made by silver, Jeetal was made by copper. Actually, I have written also there that you can see to introduce two new coins, Tanka silver, Jeetal copper, and one Tanka was equal to 48 Jeetal. And Behlol Lodi started a new coin that was called Behloli, and Behloli, it is made up of copper. So that I have already discussed. Just I have highlighted those points so that you can note it down, and it is highlighted through yellow color. And students, the notification of stenographer exam is already being declared by SSC. I have taken a session on it an hour before your marathon. So if you are preparing for stenographer exam, if you know art of shorthand, then you should apply for the stenographer also. Detailed vacancy is not being declared ki how much vacancy is there, but eligibility criteria is 10 plus 2, and there will be 3 sections, that is reasoning, English and general awareness. In the tier 1 examination there will be no quant section. So if you know the art of shorthand, so that is one more vacancy you can add in your cap, that is for the SSC stenographer. And the eligibility criteria is also very simple, 12th pass. Therefore guys, for this question it will be Firoz Shah Tughlaq. So that was a piece of important information that I shared with you. So if you are preparing, or if in your friends or family member is preparing, you can also update the same for to them also. Now let's move to the next question. Next question is guys ki the horseshoe arc was first introduced in tomb of Iltutmish, tomb of Ghayasuddin Tughlaq, Alai Darwaza or Quwwatul Islam mosque. So horseshoe arc, it is shown where in first time in Indian monument. Okay, let's see guys, the horseshoe arc, it is like this way. So it is like this. It is called horseshoe arc. And horseshoe arc, for the first time it was seen in Alai Darwaza. And Alai Darwaza was constructed by Alauddin Khilji. It was constructed by Alauddin Khilji, and it used to be the entrance gate. It was used to be entrance gate of Qutub Minar. And the height of Qutub Minar is 72.5 meters. Height of Qutub Minar is 72.5 meters guys. And tomb of Iltutmish, that is all in the Qutub Minar complex. And Alai Darwaza, it is constructed by Alauddin Khilji. Quwwatul Islam. Quwwatul Islam guys, it was the first Turkish mosque in India, and it is also in Qutub Minar complex. So constructed by Qutubuddin Aibak. First Turkish mosque, that was, it is located in Qutub Minar complex. That is located in Delhi. So correct answer will be guys Alai Darwaza, that was constructed by Alauddin Khilji. It is made up of red sandstone, plus white marble. Red sandstone and white marble. Therefore correct answer will be option C, that is Alai Darwaza. So I hope guys that should be clear to everyone. So if it is clear, then please tell me, then I will be moving to the next question. So is that clear to all of you guys? Then please tell me, then I will be moving to the next question to discuss. Is that clear to everyone? Okay, so now guys, let's move to the next question. Now the next question, that is a very easy question for you people, ki what is hadith? What is hadith? Is it a Islamic law, a settlement law, a tax during the Sultanate period, or mansabdar? So what is hadith? Okay, Sanjeev, you are saying option A. Okay, Priyanka is also saying very good. So everyone is going with hadith. So hadith, guys, or it is also called hadith. It is a Islamic law. And actually hadith is saying and doing of Prophet Muhammad. So what Prophet Muhammad said, what Prophet Muhammad did, that is called hadith. Tax on Sultanate period, it is not hadith. Mansabdar, it is the administrative plus military officer during Mughal period, and it was started by Akbar. So Mansabdari system started by Akbar. Mansabdari system started by Akbar. Therefore, correct answer will be, guys, option A. It is a Islamic law. So whatever Prophet Muhammad said, whatever Prophet Muhammad did, that is called hadith, or it is also called hadith. Hadith or hadith, same thing. So correct answer will be, guys, option A. Now let's move to the next question. Next question we have कि the famous poet Amir Khusro was associated with the court of. First is Nawab Asaf-ud-Daula, Ghiyasuddin Balban, Muhammad Shah Rangila or Kutubuddin Aibak. Okay. So be very good, guys. So Amir Khusro was associated with the court of Balban. Very good, Balban. Nawab Asaf-ud-Daula, he was founder of city of Lucknow, and he was Nawab of Awadh. Then Ghiyasuddin Balban, 1266 to 1287, and Amir Khusro was in the court of Ghiyasuddin Balban. Reason is this, guys, it is said that ki Amir Khusro witnessed the time period of 7th Sultan of Delhi Sultanate, that is from Balban to Muhammad bin Tughlaq. So correct answer will be, guys, option B. Muhammad Shah Rangila, 1719 to 1748, that was the time of Mughals, and Kutubuddin Aibak, 1206 to 12010. So correct answer will be Ghiyasuddin Balban. And Amir Khusro, he was the inventor of tabla and sitar. So he is inventor of tabla and sitar. And tomb of Amir Khusro, that is in Delhi. So tomb of Amir Khusro, guys, that is located in Delhi, and it is the Nizamuddin Aulia complex, Nizamuddin Dargah complex, because Amir Khusro was disciple of Nizamuddin Aulia. He was disciple of Nizamuddin Aulia. So correct answer will be guys option B, that is Ghayasuddin Balban. Who called him Tutiye-Hind? That was the name given by Nizamuddin Aulia because of his sweet voice. So he has a very sweet voice guys, therefore Baba Nizamuddin Aulia gave him the title of Tutiye-Hind or Parrot of India. So Sanjeev, it is Nizamuddin Aulia, he gave him the title of Totaye-Hind, Tutiye-Hind because of his sweet voice. I hope it is clear. I hope it is clear, Sanjeev. So the title of Tutiye-Hind that was given by Nizamuddin Aulia, who was a famous Sufi saint. Okay, now guys, let's move to the next question. Next question we have, which of the following places is called Shiraz of India? So out of these 4 places, which place is called Shiraz of India or Shiraz-e-Hind? Okay guys, so Shiraz-e-Hind or Shiraz of India, that is none other than Jaunpur. Jaunpur, it is in the eastern UP. And in medieval India, it was a center of learning. And actually the Shiraz, it is a place in Iran. It is also a center of learning. So Shiraz-e-Hind or Shiraz of India, that was none other than Jaunpur. And the famous graduate of this place was Sher Shah Suri. So Sher Shah Suri studied from Jaunpur. So he was the famous graduated from there. And Allahabad, that is also called Prayagraj. Agra, that is the capital of Mughal Empire. Lucknow, that is famous for chicken curry. And Jaunpur, it is also famous for Atala Mosque. So Jaunpur guys, it is not only famous as an education center in medieval India, but it is also famous for Atala Mosque. And sometimes the question is being asked, Lucknow, it is located on bank of which river? Located on bank of river Gomti. Gomti. Therefore, correct answer will be guys option C, that is Jaunpur. Sher Shah Suri graduated from this place. Therefore, correct answer will be option C. And it is also famous, Jaunpur is famous for Atala Mosque. Now, come to the next question. Upanishad were translated in Persian during the reign of. So, during whose time period Upanishad they were translated in Persian language? Shah Jahan, Akbar, Jahangir or Aurangzeb. So, Upanishad they were translated in Persian in which time period? Okay, very good, Monica, Sanjeev, very good guys. And contains philosophy of Vedas. Contains the philosophy of Veda and it was translated translated in Persian by Dara Shikoh. Dara Shikoh. So correct answer will be, guys, and Dara Shikoh was the eldest son of Shah Jahan. So he was eldest son. So he was eldest son of Shah Jahan. So that happened during the time period of Shah Jahan. So correct answer will be option C, A. And Dara Shikoh translated this by the name of Sirre Akbar. So Dara Shikoh translated this by the name of Sirre Akbar. So Sirre Akbar, it is the Persian name of the translated version of Upanishads. Therefore, correct answer will be what? It will be Shah Jahan. And Aurangzeb, he prohibited dance and music, history writing, painting from Mughal court. From Mughal court, and time period of Jahangir is called the golden period of Mughal painting. It is called golden period of Mughal painting. So correct answer will be, guys, option A, that is Shah Jahan. Now come to the next question, which Mughal emperor abolished the Persian court custom of sajda that was begun by Balban? So which of the following Mughal ruler, guys, prohibited the use of sajda in court? Sajda means to bow before the king, and started a new system. So earlier it was a Persian system to do sajda and pabos. Who ended this sajda system? Okay, Monica, Aurangzeb. Okay, Sanjeev is saying Jahangir. Guys, first of all, what is sajda? Sajda means to bow before king. So sajda system was ended by Shah Jahan, and Shah Jahan started a new system that was called Chahar Taslim. That was called Chahar Taslim. So correct answer will be, guys, option C, Shah Jahan. Shah Jahan ended this sajda system and started new system that is called Chahar Taslim. That means you have to do Taslim for the 4 times. Chahar means 4. So just you have to bow like this 4 times before the king. So that is called Chahar Taslim system. And Chahar means 4. Means 4. So Chahar means 4. Therefore, correct answer will be option C, that is Shah Jahan. Now, come to a very easy question, ki Moti Masjid that is in Red Fort at Delhi was built by whom? So who built this Moti Masjid? Is it Akbar, Jahangir, Shah Jahan or Aurangzeb? Who built this Moti Masjid in Red Fort, Delhi? Okay, Monica, C, good. What will be the answer, guys? Okay, Sanjeev is also saying option C, good. Suresh is going with C. But my dear student, C is wrong answer. Moti Masjid in the Red Fort, Delhi. So guys, that is inside Red Fort. That is Delhi. The correct answer will be Aurangzeb. and on advice of his wife Nawab Bai, on advice of his wife Nawab Bai, he did. So it is not Sher Shah Suri, guys. Sher Shah Suri, he constructed Kilae Kohna Mosque, that is inside Old Fort. So Kilae Kohna Mosque, that is in Old Fort, that was by Sher Shah Suri. And Shah Jahan, he also constructed Moti Masjid, that was in Agra, that is in Agra. So correct answer will be, guys, option D, that is Aurangzeb. And Aurangzeb also constructed Badashahi Mosque. He also constructed Badashahi Mosque in Lahore. So he constructed Badashahi Mosque, that is in Lahore. So correct answer will be, guys, what? It will be option D, that is Aurangzeb. And it is a very simple Mughal architecture. So Moti Masjid is a very simple Mughal architecture. And on the advice of the wife Nawab Bai, Aurangzeb constructed this inside the Red Fort at Delhi. So if you will go to Red Fort Delhi, there you will find this Moti Masjid. Now namaz is not offered over there, so it is closed mosque, but earlier namaz was being offered there. So that was being constructed by Aurangzeb on the advice of his wife Nawab Bai. Yes, good evening, S. Ganesh. In 1707 he died. So S. Ganesh, Aurangzeb died in 1707. He was born in Dahod, died in Khuldabad. Aurangzeb died in Khuldabad. Although he was born in Dahod it is in Gujarat. So correct answer will be, guys, option D, that is Aurangzeb, also known as Alamgir. Now, the Mughal emperor who prohibited the use of tobacco. So which Mughal emperor prohibited the use of tobacco in Mughal area? Was it Akbar, Babur, Jahangir or Aurangzeb who prohibited the use of tobacco? So Mughal emperor who prohibited the use of tobacco. So maximum students, what they will be thinking? They will be thinking Aurangzeb because Aurangzeb was also called living saint because of his very simple living style. So Mughal emperor who prohibited the use of tobacco, that was Jahangir, because it was a intoxicating product, and consuming intoxicated product in Islam is prohibited. And tobacco, that was introduced by Portuguese in India. So tobacco, that was introduced by Portuguese. So that was introduced by Portuguese in India. So correct answer will be option C, that is Jahangir. And the tomb of Jahangir, that is in Shahadra, Lahore, and this was constructed by Noor Jahan. That was constructed by Noor Jahan. So correct answer will be option C. Jahangir, Jodha Akbar serial, it was not tobacco, he was addicted to opium, afim. So it is true that he was addicted to opium, that is called afim. So Jahangir afimchi tha, sab jaan. हुमायूं भी अफीम खाता था. And consuming opium or poppy, that was very common practice in Mughals. So he does not used to eat tobacco, he used to eat opium. So it's a very high class product, royal type product. So he used to eat opium or poppy seeds. And it is said that once you consume opium, the person starts consuming opium, that person will be very beautiful, but the blood will be very contaminated. So blood will become poisonous, not contaminated, will become poisonous. If you will just bite by your teeth, so that person may die. So the blood contamination will become at high level, and it is said that her stepmother Ruqayya Sultan made her addicted of opium. So first wife of Akbar was Ruqayya Sultan, she was his cousin, so she made Jahangir addicted of opium. So correct answer will be, guys, option C, Jahangir. He banned the use of tobacco in the Mughal court, although it was introduced by Portuguese in India. Now guys, let's move to the next question. Next question is the foundation of Mughal painting was laid by whom? So who laid the foundation of Mughal painting in India? Was it Akbar, Humayun, Jahangir or Shah Jahan? Okay, let's see then option B, guys. The Mughal painting that was started during the time of Humayun, because Humayun bought two painters. He bought two painters from Iran, and Mir Sayyid Ali and Ustad Abdul Samad. Mir Sayyid Ali and Ustad Abdul Samad, they were the two painters who was bought by to India from Iran, and during the time of Jahangir, Mughal painting reached its peak. Mughal painting reached its peak. Therefore, correct answer will be, guys, option B. So during the time of Humayun it started, but it reached its peak during the time of Jahangir, and during Mughal architecture during the time of Shah Jahan. During the time of Shah Jahan. So correct answer will be, guys, option B. That is Humayun, two painters from Iran, Mir Sayyid Ali and Ustad Abdul Samad. Now come to the next question, guys. The next question we have, who wrote Humayun Nama? Who wrote Humayun Nama? Humayun Nama, that's a very simple question. Ki Humayun Nama, that is the story of Humayun. So that is the story of Humayun and Babur. And that was written by Gulbadan Begum, because Gulbadan Begum was sister of Humayun. And it is written in Persian. And it is written on the request of Akbar. So on request of Akbar, she was not wife of Humayun, she was sister of Humayun. She was not wife of Humayun, dear, she was sister of Humayun. And on request of Akbar, she wrote Humayun Nama. And this Humayun Nama, that contains the story not only of Humayun, that is also of the Babur. And it is written in Persian language. She was sister of Humayun, and it is said that once she was only 9 years old, at that point of time Babur died. So she was just 9 years old when his father Babur died. So he wrote the story of Babur and also wrote the story of Humayun on recommendation of Akbar. Therefore, correct answer will be option C. And once I tell you about Jahangir, Jahangir wrote his biography. So he wrote his autobiography that was called Tuzuke Jahangiri. That was written by Jahangir, or it was started by Jahangir but was completed by Muhammad Khan. So it was started. So biography writing that was started by Jahangir and completed by Muhammad Khan. Therefore, correct answer will be, guys, option C, that is Gulbadan Begum. So, correct answer will be option C. Now, come to the next question. The court language of Mughal period was. So, what was the court language of the Mughal? Is it Arabic, Turkish, Persian or Urdu? So, what was the court language of the Mughals? What was the court language of the Mughals? Okay, if I talk about, guys, the court language of the Mughal, that was Persian. And the language, religious language, was Arabic. Court language was Persian. And during the time of Delhi Sultanate also the thing was Persian. So correct answer will be option C, that is Persian, which is also called Farsi. So correct answer will be option C. Now, whose name was called Ata Ali Khan? So Ata Ali Khan was the name of which person? Abul Fazl, Tansen, Todarmal or Adham Khan. So whose name was Ata Ali Khan? Okay, Sanjeev is saying option B, that is Tansen. Okay. Guys, if I talk about Ata Ali Khan, it was the name of Tansen when he adopted Islam. And actually his real name was Ram Tanu Pandey. Todarmal, he was the finance minister of Akbar. Then Abul Fazl, he was Wazir, that is the prime minister of Akbar. And Adham Khan, he was the brother, he was the, you can say, he was son of Mahamanga, who was matron of Akbar. He was once he converted in Islam. So once Tansen converted himself, adopted Islam, so his name was changed to Ata Ali Khan. So once he was converted in Islam, then he changed his name to Ata Ali Khan. Now come to the next question. Ki Mughals adopted Navroz festival from Zoroastrians, Jews, Mongols or Turks. So from where Mughals adopted the festival Navroz? So Navroz festival is adopted from where? Okay, Monica, you are saying Mongols. Okay. Guys, it was not adopted from Mongols or Turks. Navroz, it is a Parsi New Year. And Parsi religion was in Iran. And the Iranians, they were the followers of Zoroaster. So they were followers of Zoroaster. So they adopted the name from Zoroastrians. They adopted the names from Zoroastrians. They were the follower of Zoroaster. Jews, they were called Yehudi. Mongols and Turks, they are not related to Navroz. So correct answer will be Zoroastrians. They are called Parsi people. Since they are the followers of Zoroaster, that is called Zarathustra in Hindi. So therefore, that is Zoroastrians. Okay, now come to the next question, guys. Next question it is, what was the name of Shivaji's guru? So who was the mentor, religious mentor of Shivaji? Is it Ramdas, Tukaram, Vaman Pandit or Ganga Bhatt? All those were killed or converted in Islam. So no, who were all those were killed or that is not getting your question, Sanjeev. So name of Shivaji's guru. So Shivaji has two type of guru. One was political and one was religious. Political mentor was Dadaji Kondadev. And religious was Samarth Guru Ramdas. So correct answer will be option A, that is Samarth Guru Ramdas. And Ganga Bhatt, he commemorated Shivaji. So he did the commemoration of Shivaji. Zoroastrians from Iran. So Zoroastrians, once the Islamic invaders started invading in the Iranian region, so many Zoroastrians, in order to save themselves and save their religion, they migrated to different places, and some of them who remained in Persia, they converted in Islam. So it is not like that ki all Zoroastrians were killed. They migrated to different parts of the world. Maximum population came in the Asian region, and in Mumbai and Gujarat you will find many Parsi people, they are living. So those who remained in Iran, they might have got converted because of the Muslim invasion or Islamic invasion, but many of them fled from their place. They left their place and migrated to different parts of the world. So I hope, Sanjeev, clear to you. Is that clear? So that maximum population, it is in India. Some they are living in Sri Lanka, some in the region of Pakistan. But the Zoroastrians who are living in India, they are in a very good condition, very few population, but all are business tycoons. Maximum of them are business tycoon people, but the population is very less. Now, come to the next question. In the third battle of Panipat, Marathas, they were defeated by whom? So who defeated Marathas in the third battle of Panipat? Third battle of Panipat. Okay, Chantharu is saying option A, but no guys, how Mughals will defeat Marathas? Marathas were such person who took the tax from all over India. So they were very powerful in fact, and they were defeated by Afghans. And that was by Ahmad Shah Abdali. He was 14th January 1961. So they were brutally defeated by Afghans. The king was Ahmad Shah Abdali. Therefore, correct answer will be, that is the third battle of Panipat. So correct answer will be, guys, option A, that is Afghans. And that was Ahmad Shah Abdali. He belonged to Durrani dynasty. Belonged to Durrani. So he belonged to Durrani dynasty. That is not Muhammad Abdali, it is Ahmad Shah Abdali, belonged to Durrani dynasty. Now, in the time period of which Mughal ruler Nadir Shah invaded India? So, in the time period of which Mughal ruler Nadir Shah invaded India? Is it Ahmad Shah, Alamgir II, Muhammad Shah, or Rafi-ud-Darzat? So, during whose time period Ahmad Shah Abdali invaded India? Okay, let's see the correct answer, guys. Nadir Shah invaded India in 1737. That is the Battle of Karnal. Nadir Shah defeated Mughal army. And at that point of time, the king was Muhammad Shah Rangila. So, Muhammad Shah Rangila, 1719 to 1748. 1719 to 1748. And finally, Muhammad Shah Rangila was defeated and Nadir Shah took away Kohinoor diamond and Takhte-Taus. That was called Peacock Throne. That was being constructed by Shah Jahan. And during the time of Alamgir II in 1757, Ahmad Shah Abdali invaded India. So in 1757, during the time of Alamgir II, Ahmad Shah Abdali invaded India. He invaded Delhi, plundered Delhi, and it was the time of Alamgir II. So during the time of Alamgir II, guys, Ahmad Shah Abdali invaded India, and during the time of Muhammad Shah Rangila, that is Nadir Shah invaded India. Nadir Shah was from Iran. Therefore, historians called him, because of his military achievements, he is also known as the Napoleon of Iran. Now, next question we have, कि Khusro was the son of which Mughal emperor? Khusro, he was the son of which Mughal emperor? Akbar, Jahangir, Shah Jahan, or Bahadur Shah first? Khusro was the son of which Mughal emperor? Guys, Khusro was the son of not Shah Jahan. Khusro was son of Jahangir. He was rebellious. Son of Jahangir. And he was son of Jahangir and Manbai. Manbai, due to his rebellious nature and due to the bad relation between the father and son, Manbai, she committed suicide. So she is the only Mughal princess who committed, or Mughal queen who committed suicide. And the childhood name of Shah Jahan was Khurram. Childhood name of Shah Jahan, that was Khurram. So correct answer will be, guys, option B, that is Jahangir. He was rebellious son of Jahangir and Manbai. Manbai was niece of Harkhabai and sister of and she was sister of Man Singh. And although she was married to Jahangir, but due to the tense relation between father and son, she committed suicide. Therefore, correct answer will be, guys, option B, that is Jahangir. Okay, next question we have कि tomb of Etmadud-Dawla at Agra was built by whom? So who built the tomb of Etmadud-Dawla? Is it Akbar, Jahangir, Noor Jahan or Shah Jahan? Who built the tomb of Etmadud-Dawla? Guys, the tomb of Etmadud-Dawla. Tomb of Etmadud-Dawla. Etmadud-Dawla was father of Noor Jahan. And his real name was Mirza Gayas Beg. So tomb of Etmadud-Dawla was constructed by Noor Jahan. That was constructed by Noor Jahan. And he was father of Noor Jahan. Real name was Mirza Gayas Beg, and he was given the title of Etmadud-Dawla by Jahangir. So Jahangir gave him the title of Etmadud-Dawla, and Etmadud-Dawla means the faithful person. So his tomb, it is in Agra, contains the first example of Pitre-Dura style, and that is constructed by Noor Jahan, his daughter Noor Jahan. Okay, guys. So I will, that was all about the today's session, and let me tell you that how to download the Exampur app. Guys, Exampur app, it is a very important app and very useful app for your examination preparation, and only in 6 simple steps you can download this app. First of all, guys, you have to search in the Google Play Store about Exampur. Kiru sir, SSC CPO 20 to 25, 20 से 25 सीपीओ का हम लोगों ने नोटिफिकेशन पर एक पूरा सेशन लिया है, उसको भी आप देख सकते हो। एज है 20 से 25, 20 से 25 साल। So in step 2, guys, you have to download the Exampur, search for the Exampur app. Step 3, once you will find the app, just you have to click on install, and then you have to register. If you are using it for the first time, then a small form will open. Just you have to fill the details and click on the register button. So once you will register, guys, everything will be accessible to you, whether it is free classes, mock test, free PDFs of the current affairs, upcoming vacancies, job alerts, everything that is available on it. So guys, with this we come to the end of our today's session, and I hope you must have found the session interesting and informative, and that is according to the need of your exam. So that was all for the day, guys, and tomorrow again you have a marathon of medieval of modern India sharp from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. And this is the English medium preparation by Exampur schedule of the session for SSC, CGL, CHSL and CPO from 9 a.m. to 8 a.m. to 12 noon, and for JC and other SSC vacancies from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. So that will be back-to-back continuous classes. So that was all for the day, guys. Let's meet in our next marathon. That will be on tomorrow sharp at 11 a.m. on English medium prep by Exampur. Till then, stay safe and bye-bye everyone.